Good evening. Thank you for joining this presentation. My name is Chris, and this is Enhanced Creativity with Beer or Coffee. And I got a couple things over here: some coffee, caffeine, energy drink, and then a beer. So first off, I'd like you to introduce yourselves and
My
start
name
here.
is Rigo and I'm in sales.
My name is Brandon and I'm in sales.
I'm Delia, accounting.
Ashley and receiving and shipping.
All right. And what made you want to join this presentation?
Sounded very interesting.
Interesting. Hadn't heard anything about it, so.
Wanted to know if you had some, what are the effects of coffee?
Interesting as well to me.
Well, I'm glad you are interested. And let's see. Let's start off right here. Creativity. So when you hear that word, what does it mean to you?
Art.
Stand out. Be unique.
Okay.
Ideas, different ideas, thoughts.
That thing?
Yeah,
That's
pretty
same thing.
much the
Okay.
same as what everyone said.
All right. Well, creativity is the use of the imagination or original ideas, especially in the production of an artistic work, just like art and everything else for creativity. It is controlled by chemicals called neurotransmitters. Adenosine is a neurotransmitter that plays an important role in energy transfer. When your energy gets low, adenosine slows down your brain functioning. And that's all the science behind it. And now, so how do you feel when you drink coffee or caffeine, whatever you drink?
Energized, alert, awake.
Awake, yeah.
Yeah. Focused.
Yeah.
Do you ever get the
Mm.
jitters?
I
Your
do.
breathing
Occasionally
is-
do, yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
With the energy drink.
Okay. And what do you drink? Like how much do you drink per week for caffeine?
Coffee and energy drinks. Coffee anywhere from 2 to 3 cups Monday through Friday, and then probably like 1 energy drink a week.
Okay.
Drink coffee every morning. No energy drinks.
I'm 2 or 3 cups of coffee every single day. I don't do energy drinks. I might have a Coke
Okay.
once or twice a week.
Coffee when I feel in the need of it. Energy drinks, I don't drink them because they get me jittery.
Well, it sounds like most of y'all are coffee drinkers rather than energy drinkers. Myself, I'm an energy drinker. I drink probably about once a day during work hours, and then weekends maybe a couple or so, just depends, but I do not go over that. Okay. Well, basically coffee is a way to recharge, coffee or caffeine. You feel more focused after having coffee. Caffeine blocks adenosine receptors and tricks your brain into thinking you have a lot of energy. Performance chemicals are now able to work overtime. Works within 5 minutes. So you'll start to feel it. Basically in 5 minutes you'll feel the caffeine hit you. And it tells your body that your energy reserves are good even though they're long gone. That's what you look like basically when you're at peak between 15 minutes and 2 hours after you consume. That's what you feel like.
That's what I look like.
Alright. And there's another example of how you feel on caffeine. The jitters, is that you probably didn't know, but that's probably what you look like. So basically caffeine enters the bloodstream and the hormones adrenaline and cortisol are increased. You become more alert.
He definitely looks alert. Yeah.
Yes. But there is a downfall to drinking caffeine. After time of continuous use of caffeine, this is the effects. You begin to require more adrenaline to give you the same pick-me-up as you did before. Because you take that small amount the very first time you drink something with caffeine, you feel it. So and that's what it explains here. Just a small amount of coffee can cause your body to develop a tolerance to caffeine and require more to get the same stimulation. Have y'all ever had this effect? Like
I
when
think you
drink
also
it?
get an addiction to it because you've heard of caffeine headaches before.
Yes.
If you don't drink the
Mhm.
caffeine, then
Yeah, I
you
hear a
get
lot
headache.
about people drinking
Mhm.
soda pops or anything like that, and then once they're off of them, they get headaches.
Mhm.
So, how much do you feel that you have to drink more caffeine now than you did when you first started drinking it daily?
With the energy drinks, yes.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
You-
I know that when I was drinking coffee every day, after a certain point, I didn't feel like 1 cup was enough. So that's why I don't drink it every day.
Yeah, but it helps.
Yeah. I think I drink more. I mean, I think I used to be maybe a 1 cup a day, but obviously now I'm doing 2 cups, but that seems to be suiting me pretty good.
Do you ever feel that? Or are you not drink enough to feel the
Yeah, I
effect?
drink it once in a while. I don't drink it all the time
On
to.
as needed basis.
Yeah, pretty much.
You don't need to pick me up like everybody else, I guess. Okay. Yeah, well, basically, my personal experience is, yeah, I basically have come to, like, when I drink 1 now, I don't get the same effect. But I don't let myself drink more than 1 because I don't want to be overstimulated from it. Now on to beer. We all love beer, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Okay. So, how often do you drink alcohol per week? If you could think about it, like how much? It doesn't have to be beer, just alcohol in general.
Probably just on the weekends.
Just the weekends. Do you consume a lot on the weekends, or just depends?
It just depends if it's just just a home, just at the house, or if it's some kind of function or something like that. Birthday party or something like that. So.
Okay. You look like a beer drinker.
Yeah, I would probably say I'm more of a weekend drinker. If I'm by myself, I'll probably have anywhere from 3 to 5. If I'm with friends, I'll exceed.
Okay.
Exceed
Yeah, I
that
think that's
amount.
about everybody.
So,
I'm more of a 1 to 2 on the weekends if nothing's going on, but if there's more than I may have 3 to 5. I'm not quite the beer drinker he is.
So you're not partying.
But I will also But I also will sometimes beer, sometimes wine. So it's not always beer.
Okay. No hard liquor around here.
I have some shots here and there after
So
To
do you
that
drink? Do you
level.
drink quite often on the weekends or during the week, or just
I drink probably once during the week.
once
And
during
when
the
I'm
week?
feeling it, but it's mostly the weekend.
Okay, well, for me, I am a weekend drinker. Basically, I drink enough on the weekend to last me like it was the week. So, but yeah, just weekends only. But I do love my beer. All right. Well, can beer make you more creative? Do y'all think it can make? You more
I don't feel like it makes me more creative per se. I mean, because it makes me tired and sleepy,
No?
but it does make me do more funnier things,
Yeah,
creative
it
things.
depends on the situation.
Yeah, if you
Yeah.
consider that
Yeah.
creative,
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're at a party or with a group of friends, you're probably going to get pretty creative
Yeah.
just to be funny and have a good
Games.
time and stuff like
Yeah.
that.
So how does it make you feel, like when you drink alcohol?
Relaxed,
Mhm.
happy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, if
Good
I'm at
person.
home drinking, it makes me relaxed and sleepy. If I'm at a function or with friends or something, I have more energy and do more things. So it's kind of a situation with me.
Are you one that comes home and has a glass of wine just to
I will occasionally. Yeah.
simmer down? Okay, so I asked y'all what y'all preferred, and basically that's the same thing with me. I enjoy having a drink with friends, and I enjoy the taste of beer, and that's I don't drink shots too often unless they're handed to me. I refuse to purchase them, but
Yeah.
beer. I love trying new beers. Well, let's see. It helps. Basically, by reducing your ability to pay attention to the world around you, the alcohol frees up your brain to think more creatively. Alcohol can produce better ideas. And here's a couple experiments that I got here that they did with alcohol, basically, but it was with beer, but it's going to deal with alcohol in general. Researchers at the University of Chicago and author Dave Burst discovered that drinking alcohol can be a good thing for creativity. They each did their own experiment to see if alcohol increases creativity. Here is the experiment from the University of Chicago. They devised a game where 40 men were given 3 words and told to come up with the 4th that can make a 2-word combination with all 3 words. Example right here, Pitt works with arm, peach, and tar. So it's very simple, you would think. So half of the men drank 2 pints of beer before playing the game, while the other drank nothing. So 2 pints, most likely you're not going to be drunk. You're just going to have little, depending on how many or how many you drink daily. You know, if you drink quite a bit, that's not going to do anything at all.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it should make you feel good. You know, get that feeling. Here's the other experiment by Dave Burst. he brought together a group of 18 advertising creative directors and split them into 2 teams based on their amount of career experience. One team was allowed to drink as much alcohol as they wanted, while the other team had to stay sober. But at the same time, they most likely did not drink heavily, like a fraternity or something like that. They just probably drank 2 pints or so. The groups were given a brief and had to come up with as many ideas as they could in 3 hours. They were graded by a collection of top creative directors. So, what were the results? Any ideas on what y'all think on what happened in these tests?
The ones that had beer in their system was more creative.
You're gonna have to give a better answer than that. Is there a reason why you think that?
Maybe a percentage of.
It kind of explains it in the presentation. But I mean,
I would say the beer probably loosened them up to not worry about what others thought.
Yeah, you know, they didn't worry about their thoughts and ideas, what other people were going to think, and so, like Brandon said, it just kind of loosened them up to be like, to get really, really creative.
Yeah.
You know, and incorporate all that together without anybody on the outside of what their thoughts were going to be.
Okay.
Right, they were less inhibited.
Yes. Well, here are the results from the University of Chicago. The men who drank solved 40% more of the problems than the sober men did. So that's a big difference.
That
right
is
there.
a big difference.
So alcohol can be good in a way other than the way it tastes.
Yeah.
And for the day first results, the team drinkers produced the most ideas and also came up with 4 of the top 5 best ideas. So that one right there is makes you feel like that. I mean, it's crazy how that. I would have never thought after, researching this. So basically, beer's for the idea, coffee's for the execution.
Yeah.
And so when you drink the beer, do you feel like that? How they answered all those questions and stuff? Do you feel like it helps you out in a creative sense at all?
At times I do find myself thinking things, or thinking of things that I did, whether it was at work.
Is it more so when you're alone or when you're around people, or is it just...
More so when I'm alone. So if I'm at the house drinking before I go out or something, I may get into that
Meditation mode,
that
maybe?
zone thought
Yeah,
kind of.
yeah, I
And
understand
I start,
that one.
just kind of filling things out and just like, well, what if I did it this way, or if I done that, So I do
Does
see
anybody
that.
else feel the same way, or
I'll
do you even
feel
notice it
loosen up where I'll speak more than I would
become
sober.
less shy, basically?
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
I'm more outgoing
that's-
whenever.
I'm very big in that. Like, if I drink, I become more open. But
Yeah.
with the creativity thing, I do feel it when I'm by myself, like just you feel like you're more loose and you just think of things more often than you do when you're sober.
Mm-hmm.
Well, yeah, beer for the idea. So you come up with a creative idea, get it going, and then if you want to actually start what your idea was, then you want to use the coffee because the caffeine will actually help you get along. And I've noticed that when I take tests or doing something for school or doing work, and I really want to buckle down and get on something, the caffeine, I feel it. Like I can feel that I'm focused more on this and just feel more upbeat. Do you ever feel that at work or ever at
Household
school?
chores is easier to do when you've got some
Household chores?
Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
the house
true.
clean. You get some coffee and you can get some house cleaning done.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, here's a couple tips on drinking. First off, I'll say don't drink and drive, which everybody knows. It has nothing to do with this presentation, but just thought I'd throw that out there for y'all. And, well, you should stick to no more than 2 cups of coffee or a couple of beers per sitting. Do this no more than once or twice a week. That one, to me, is very difficult, especially if you drink a coffee every day or something at work. That's
I can
pretty
see that,
tough.
Paul.
The
But
alcohol,
coffee-
yeah, I can see that, but
Yeah, the coffee's different, huh?
it gets pretty hard. I mean, you're gonna have to drink more caffeine to get that same
Yeah,
upbeat, but make sure you don't overdrink or you could lose the benefits of both.
yeah.
Well, hope your mind is blown. That's what this is supposed to be showing here. All this information I got is from, I got it from a blog by Michael Cho on pitcrew.com. And all of this. This is basically from his article, and I think it's very good information. He did really good research. And
Mm-hmm. It's very interesting.
so, do y'all have any questions for me at all?
I feel like the 2-cup thing would be hard, being that we have to be at work early.
That and
It's-
5 days, or most people work about 5 days a week. It's
Yeah.
It's really hard to wake up and just go straight into it without having some type of.
I think the older you get too, the more you feel like you need it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree.
Definitely.
When I was
Oh.
young, didn't need it. I was just got up early, easy, and just
Took off.
yeah,
Yeah.
good to go. Now, I don't want to go to work every day. That's basically it. Okay, I got a couple the handouts. This is actually the article that I got all the information from. So it goes in a little bit more depth, but it's basically I got this for everybody. So if you ever want to explain it to somebody else, you can
Thank
show it to
you.
your boss.
Okay.
You know, whoever y'all work for. You know, just let them know.
Thank you.
You know, like, maybe alcohol would be okay.
Yeah, for the creative
For
aspect
certain
of our
certain
business.
job responsibilities, yeah. If you have anything you have to do creativity, you have memory or you have to memorize anything, no.
No.
Alcohol was not good for the memory. But the caffeine, probably every job you could have it. I mean, there shouldn't be a problem with that. And I just like to thank everybody for coming. I appreciate y'all joining my presentation. Thank you.
Thank you.